playoffs are rolling, and the action was hot last night. We got playoff feels coming up for you on High Def High School.
Plus, Kiki Rice has committed to UCLA, that we know for sure. But can she lead Sidwell to a state championship on the soccer pitch?
And straight ahead, we will be talking about young men who are matching up to be our High Def Heisman candidates. Chad and I will be introducing you to some of the best athletes in the DMV. All that straight ahead on InRide.com's High Def High School. What's up, everybody? I'm Joe Ball. This is Chad Ricardo, and this is InRide.com's High Def High School, brought to you by Quality Chiropractic. And Chad, it's playoff time everywhere.
Joe Ball, this is the most exciting part of the year. I know that the holidays are right around the corner, Thanksgiving as well as Christmas, but this is playoff time. All of the practices, we're here now. I'm so excited.
Soon they'll be playing on Saturdays, but last night it was hopping with one more Friday feels. Let's take a look.
There was a crime committed in Virginia on Friday night, bro. Assault and battery by a championship contender. Madison Warhawks, guilty on all charges. They played host to what some have called their rival, that being Marshall. But those people need to check in with Webster for the definition of what's a rival. Pick it up! And who else but Alex Dredge off the right tackle, punishing defenders all the way down to the 1 yard line. From there, it's kinda berry time. Hawks lead 7-0. Okay, we can all go home now. They say we don't mention the Madison defense enough, and I happen to agree with you. This squad forces turnovers like it's their job, bro. Austin Wysocki picking off Jeff Ryder. Then it's my main man, John Hurley, getting in the mix. End around puts them in striking distance, and from there, Alex Dredge would strike again. All right, go ahead. Give them the High Def Heisman already, why don't you? After a couple of more Madison scores, it's Michael Delgado on the interception. Madison just having fun with it now. Canterbury with the ball. Lucky lefty, never that. It's all skill here, Holmes. He links up with Benji Frederick. Frederick gets in for the score. Madison has looked great all year long. I picked them in week 1 to rep our region and states. As Alex Dredge scores again, do me proud, fellas. Do me proud. Warhawk strong.
The Kettle Run Cougars were the #1 seed in the Northwestern District. Home field throughout, hosting Tuscarora, who made it all the way to the state semifinal game this past spring. Great atmosphere out in Nokesville. Early on, the Cougar defense making things tough on Sonny Menino and the Husky offense. But still first drive. Eventually, Bryce Duke breaks one. He goes 36 yards. Tusky goes up 7-0 on their first drive of the game. Kettle Run driving on their first offensive possession. Bo Lang here dumps to J-Rob. Jacob Robinson turning on the Jets down close to the red zone. Next play. Lang's got Jordan Tapscott. He's moving down through the Tusky defense, dragging Michael Nemec with him. He's to the 7. Next play, check this out. Peyton Mahaffey has been smashing it down Tusky's throat on this drive. He's up the middle, and I'm going to tell you, that's a touchdown. His knees are not down until right here. 2 frames later, you see that football is on the goal line. If that's where it is, that's a touchdown. He gets pushed back here, and the refs come in and have to move the ball off of the goal line to put it at the 4-inch line. Next play, Kettle Run fumbles the quarterback keeper. Peyton falls on it, but outside the end zone. They turn it over on downs. 3 and out for Tusky and a short field for the Cougars on their next drive. Peyton Mahaffey takes it in strong on this one. No question about that one. He's in, and they missed the extra point. 7-6 Tuscarora with 3:07 left in the first. 2 plays into the second quarter. Menino rolling right, hits Clayton Aposki in the end zone. It's 14-6 Tusky. 10:08 left in the half. Bo Lang driving the Cougars again down into Husky territory. Then they fumble and turn it over again. Miss an opportunity there. Late in the first quarter, Sonny hits Griffin Law. He's got a touchdown with just 29 seconds left before the half. That's a backbreaker. It's 21-6 Tusky at the break. Down 24-6 in the third quarter. Lang hits Tapscott here on a strike. Touchdown. Cougars are coming back, but the Stripes putting themselves into this one again. They call that back. Illegal procedure, taking points off the board for Kettle Run, theoretically for the second time. 2 plays later, Bo Lang. He's picked off by Josh Bendix. Inside his own 10-yard line, he's headed back the other way. Breaking tackles, weaving through the Cougars, cuts it back, still on his feet. He goes more than 90 yards the other way. Backbreaker there. Tuscarora goes up 31-6. 2:08 remaining in the third quarter. Bo Lang and his crew right back down the field. He's got J-Rob. Nice snag, and he's in the end zone. It's 31-12. Just 19 seconds left in the third. But on the next drive, Bryce Duke, who was quiet early in this one, breaks it. See ya, he's gone. That's about 50 yards. It's 38-12 at that point. Fourth quarter, Kettle Run in Husky territory again. Lang looking downfield, but Josh Bendix has his third pick of the game. Kettle Run shooting themselves in the foot with the turnovers. Bryce Duke caps it off with this 12-yard run. Whoop! He's over the top of somebody there. I think it was Mahaffey, but a strong performance by Tusky in the first round. Kettle Run with 7 turnovers. Josh Bendix picking 3 of those.
Did you scoop that last one?
See, legally, no. It was under arms, but it may have bounced a little bit.
Oh, the playoff fields are on right now.
Yeah, man.
You know, we're not going to have a grill crew tonight because we're going to spend a little bit of extra time focusing on the playoffs. And the conversation is going to get saucy, so you do not want to miss it. Stay with us. And then we'll have a little bit more high school football action coming up later in the show.
But Joe, before we go there, Kiki Rice, arguably the most accomplished student athlete throughout all of the DMV, 2 Gatorade Player of the Year awards, but one thing she has not done.
What's that, Chad?
Is lead Sidwell to a state championship win. Will that change this week? Find out next.
Hold it, partner. You're sitting on a pile of gold. Your car's never been worth more, and we're giving you a way to cash in. At InRide, we buy cars. Problem is, inventory's tough to come by. So now, we're up in the ante. If your car was worth $3 grand, we'll give you 5. If it was worth 10, we'll give you 15. We'll even buy at your lease and pay you thousands in cash. You can just take the money and run. And we'll give you the best offer or give you $500. We'll even bring a check right to your door. Cash in your ride with InRide.
That felt good. That was a good
If you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
A little bit more high school football action coming up soon, but you know what?
Yeah.
There are 2 sides to Kiki Rice.
That's right.
And the hardwood side of her last week told us that she'll be heading out west to play with UCLA next year. But there's another side to Kiki, one that has more to do.
More to do, Joe Ball, because going back to 2019, Kiki won the Gatorade Student Athlete of the Year in soccer. In the DCSAA championship game, she scored 2 goals early, Joe Ball, and the Quakers lost. to St. John's. These two squads matched up again on Friday. The winner headed back to that DCS AA state championship game.
Number 1 seeded Sidwell playing host to 5 seeded St. John's. But don't let that number fool you, bro. The Johnnies had an outstanding season, entering this match with a combined record of 14-2-1, WCAC champs. First half was a perfect mix of offensive skill and defensive aggression. The Cadets kept a close mark on Kiki Rice. She, nor her uber-talented teammates, were able to get loose. Defensive struggle, and we were knotted at nil after the first half. Sidwell is establishing a reputation for scoring quickly in the second. Coach Ryan Alexander drew up adjustments, and they led to a Kiki Rice goal, 1-0 Quakers. St. John's refused to go quietly. Truly special student athlete Farah Salam from way downtown, bang! Salam delivers the equalizer. With under 10 minutes left in regulation and a trip to the chip on the line, Sidwell stepped up their game. As for Rice, big-time student athletes make big-time plays in big moments. Kiki kicks Sidwell to the DCS AA state finals.
It was a gigantic performance in these games like this where there's so much talent and intenseness. The special players are often what make the difference.
The Quakers have a date set with arch rival Murray. Rice and team will have an opportunity to add state champion to their list of accomplishments.
An outstanding match. Love to see those two squads. Hate to see one of them lose. Of course, that DCS AA state championship is going down Sunday, Joe Ball, at Catholic University.
And Kiki, win or lose, is always a superstar.
Yes, she is.
We've had the privilege to see some of the finest talent in the country right here on the gridiron in the DMV this year. It's time to talk a little bit. Chad and I have been shaping our thoughts on a high-def high school Heisman candidate. Chad, you've got some guys that you're high on.
Hashtag High Def Heisman. We've been talking about this all season long, Joe Ball. I've got to begin with a couple of running backs. Number 1 is Jamar Curtis out there at St. John's. Can I talk about a high school Heisman without mentioning that young man's name? Means so much to the Cadets. I really want to speak to, though, Daquan Harvin out at Dunbar. He leads the DCI AA in rushing. The young man is electric. Every time he gets his hands on the ball, he's a threat to score. Daquan, over 1,000 yards rushing. Moving up to Maryland. Got to go to the receiver side of the ball, but it's actually a bit of a misnomer calling him that. Donovan Brown is an absolute weapon for the QO Cougars. He gets it done from the outside. He runs a little wildcat quarterback option as well, and he even return kicks. Donovan Brown, the Syracuse commit, is magic, but Joe Ball, and I hate to speak about one young man with such authority week after week after week, but when it's all said and done, Heismans often go to quarterbacks. And the number 1 quarterback in all of the land is Jaden Saray. If the Wise Pumas are to repeat, it's going to be off of the experience as well as the exceptional play of Jaden Saray, who has gotten it done all season long, and expect him to keep rolling in the playoffs.
Anybody in Northern Virginia you like?
In Northern Virginia, I mean, how could you? I don't want to take any of your people here, but we will begin with Alex Dredge, as he has run all through with that Madison offensive line. I love what he's doing over there. John Hurley on the same squad, gets it done on offense and defense. And you know, and you're going to talk about him, but I love my main man, D. Lips. Got to give love to my man, D. Lips.
Hey, I agree with that right here, Chad. D. Lips is in the running, and I'll tell you why.
I knew you'd like D. Lips a little bit.
My thought is, let's go Donovan Brown. Obvious choice up at Quince Orchard, but my thought is some of the guys that I'm going to point out here are on the teams that are climbing.
Okay.
And my standard for a Heisman candidate is going to be they actually make that impact, that their team overcomes things, they end up winning a championship.
So you're saying they've got to be the reason that the team wins.
Right. So
I got you.
Obvious choice, Donovan Brown.
Yes.
But I'm going to say right in that cusp, over at Northwest, Daryl Harper.
Ooh,
I think
boy.
that this young man, you've called him Mr. Primetime, must-see television.
Right.
This kid is athletic. He is intense. He's fierce.
Yes, he is.
And I have to tell you, I think the team that has the best outside shot at knocking Quince Orchard off their mark is Northwest. And Daryl Harper, If they do that, he's going to be a huge part of that success, and he's my guy for the high-def Heisman up there in Montgomery County and the state of Maryland.
Wow.
Talking about quarterbacks, I hear your Jaden Saray, but here's why I agree with you on D-Lips. Daniel Lipovsky is leading a team that is coming into their stride right now, headed into the playoffs.
That's true.
This team, I did not know how they were going to do at the beginning of the year, and I thought it all rode on his shoulders. Yeah. Their best player has been out all season long. That's Elliot Miney. Daniel, his confidence level is going through the roof right now. I actually was walking down the track at halftime, overhearing a little bit of conversation with him. This young man does not lack any confidence, but I will say, should Lake Braddock go the distance in the northern region, D-Lips has to be the high-def Heisman candidate right there.
You and I, we've talked about this off camera, and this team, they're ascending. They're ascending week after week. They get better and better, and a lot of that does the credit to Lipovsky and that offense.
And let me back up for a second, Chad. The obvious pick in Northern Virginia is Brock Spalding. Woo! But my thought here is, and I will just throw that out there, he is definitely a high-def Heisman candidate.
We love Brock.
We're going to talk a little bit later about the possible upending of the apple cart in the high school playoffs. And my thought is, I'm talking about teams that are going up the ladder. Should South County win it all again, Brock is definitely that guy. Sure. Madison, I think you got to talk about Connor Berry. I know Alex Dredge has been running all over that field, but definitely Connor Berry has been leading that offense.
Yes,
they've been spreading the ball out a lot more this year than they have in the past. Maybe that offensive line is their high-def Heisman candidate, but Connor Berry's my guy there. I want to say, though, the Fairfax Lions, Tony Rojas, they've been surprising us so far to this point. Should they continue that, that has all hinged so far on Tony Rojas. That kid is
Tony Rojas.
Yeah, he is a beast in the weight room. He is performing on the field. He's fast, he's strong, he runs through tackles. One of the things I noticed about him this year is a lot of his big touchdown runs are after contact. Let's go to the WCAC. You mentioned Jamar Curtis at St. John's. I like DJ Lincolns. This young man is on a tear. He is also ascending. And one of the things is that is not just from his story on the field, but his story in life. And we're going to get a little bit of a glimpse of that story later on in this season. But DJ Lincoln's, his character is leading to tremendous performance. He is a monster on the football field. And I think should St. John's win it all, he's going to factor big in that success. However, in a rising scenario, sure, I love DeMatha. And I will tell you right now, KJ Winston, no surprise to you, but to me, his athleticism, his size, his speed, and his prowess on the field, he is just dominant.
KJ Winston, two plays both ways, both on offense and defense, Penn State commit. Shout out to his pops.
And I can see him being one of those major Division I receivers with the size he has and his ranginess, where he's unstoppable catching the football.
Absolutely. That is a look at our high-def Heisman candidates.
And we're going to keep talking about that over the next few weeks. We'll be looking at more young men that we think are real potential high-def Heisman candidates. And you know what? We're going to have a little bit more high school football action coming up after this break. And later in the show, Chad and I will be picking them playoff style. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back. You're watching High-Def High School.
Hold it, partner. You're sitting on a pile of gold. Your car's never been worth more, and we're giving you a way to cash in. At InRide, we buy cars. Problem is, inventory's tough to come by. So now, we're up in the ante. If your car was worth $3,000, we'll give you $5,000. If it was worth $10,000, we'll give you $15,000. We'll even buy at your lease and pay you thousands in cash. You can just take the money and run. And we'll give you the best offer or give you $500. We'll even bring a check right to your door. Cash in your ride with InRide.
That felt good. That was a good
If
one.
you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
Last night it was heating up all over the DMV.
It was.
Here's another taste of some of our playoff action.
Linganore playing host to Oakdale.
Out here in the cornfield!
Out here in the cornfield. These two teams played an instant classic just weeks ago.
Whole season comes down to this right here.
Needless to say, the Linganore student section was in rare form. First quarter, Oakdale pulling out all the stops. Pippen to Thompson, Thompson to Hodges. They go hook and ladder early. Why save it for later, bro? Wouldn't take long for Linganore to clap back. Little Ethan Arneson off the right side finds the end zone, and his lineman is so happy he picks him up. 6-6, still in the first half, and Arneson heating up. 52 yards later, taking Bears on a back ride through the park. That would set up touchdown Timmy Connor, who goes up top to Jacob McIntyre. McIntyre has one of those seemingly every game. Arneson would score from there and make this one 13-6. Bears came out to fight though, bro. A little anything you can do, I can do better. Joe Pippen connects with Braden Kuhn, knotting this one up at 13 apiece. And if you like that, you'll love this. Connor looking to Andrew Young with the great snag, 20-13 Linganore. These teams went back and forth, bro. Started to feel like deja vu. Pippen looking for Hunter. That's going to give you 6 more and ties us up at 20 apiece at the half. In the second half, though, Linganore flexed their muscles. Little Ethan Arneson with the big run. And that would set up a field goal. With quarterback Joe Pippen out with injury, the Lancers' defense would corral Evan Alston. And after a short Arneson touchdown run extended the lead to 30-20, Ethan breaks free for another big gain. He finished the night with 46 carries for 274 yards. That boy is special. Oakdale did keep fighting, as evident by Evan Alston weaving his way all through traffic, setting up a score of his own. But at the end of the day, they couldn't stop Arneson. Another powerful, punishing run by the sophomore, and touchdown Timmy Connor would take it from there. 44-27 is your final. Linganore moving on off the strength of little Ethan Arneson and his big bad offensive line.
He makes our job easy. He does such a great job of reading the play, making the hole. He's so good, man. I love having him behind me.
And you know what? You can go online anytime to www.highdefhighschool.com and check out this episode, all of our previous episodes, and a lot of great digital content. Or you can look up our YouTube channel. Just search High Def High. And you know what? We want you to interact with us, Chad and I, on social media during the week. We had some great interaction this week from some Bruin fans, specifically surrounding our picks last week. And you know what? Chad and I are going to be picking them again on the other side of this break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hold it, partner. You're sitting on a pile of gold. Your car's never been worth more, and we're giving you a way to cash in. At InRide, we buy cars. Problem is, inventory's tough to come by. So now, we're up in the ante. If your car was worth $3 grand, we'll give you 5. If it was worth 10, we'll give you 15. We'll even buy at your lease and pay you thousands in cash. You can just take the money and run. And we'll give you the best offer or give you $500. We'll even bring a check right to your door. Cash in your ride with InRide.
That felt good. That was a good
If you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
Tuscarora's in high def tonight! Don't you mean on high def? Wait.
It's heating up. Playoffs are heating up. And you know what? Let's go to the district and talk about where that's going right now.
Yeah, I think that we have to begin, Joe Ball, in this big-time matchup between Kip and Murray. This, of course, in the DCS AA playoffs here. These are two teams, Joe, who met in 2019. It was an epic game in which the Frogs won in a last-minute thriller against that Kip squad. Now, I know that Kip reached out to you because we did a story on this squad at the beginning of the year. We love Kip.
Yep, big shout out to Coach Jones. And I love what Coach Walker's got going on over there. They had a lot of young men that had not played prior to this year. They've done a great job getting those guys in playoff form, and they really have a lot of talent, regardless of the fact that there are some inexperienced guys over there.
That's right, not playing at all during 2020, and of course coming off of that tragedy that occurred at Kip at the beginning of the school year. But Joe Ball, when it's all said and done, I gotta hop with the Frogs. I believe that Coach Engelberg and Murray is going to get it done again. Sure, they don't have Satchel Parker this year, but they do have Robbie Engelberg. He's a playmaker on both offense and defense. I believe that Murray's experience leads them to a victory over Kip.
All right, Chad, you're going with the Frogs. I
say
absolutely no way. The Cats.
Oh.
The Panthers are coming in this game, making short work of the Frogs. Kip wins this one and heads on into the DCS AA championship the following week. That's all the time we have. You know what? You can come here every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on WJLA 7 News and check out High Def High School. And you can go online to www.highdefhighschool.com. Hi, buddy. How are you? Hey, everybody. This is my main man, Weston. Weston, I don't think they can see you down there. Come up here. Can I lift you up? Come here. We're here at Athletic Republic, and it has been pumping all week. But this is Weston. He has got some ball skills, and he's only 5. He's in kindergarten. How old are you?
5.
Yeah, tell everybody out there how old you are. Give him a 5. Winston's 5. We're going to check out those ball skills, and then
we love the kids.
We do, and you can go online to www.highdefhighschool.com. You can check out this episode, past episodes, and a lot of great digital content, as well as on our YouTube channel. Make sure you do that. You'll probably see Weston, because I'm going to tweet out him this week. I got a picture with him. He's a little stud, by the way, and I'm telling you, he will be on this show in about 12 years.
That's excellent.
He's amazing on the basketball court. That's all the time we've got. For Chad Ricardo, I'm Joe Ball. Thanks for watching InRide.com's High Def High School. We'll see you next time.